Drugs all in the car, no cold turkey or the kick, and I'm sickin'. T.I.P. the Mac, M.I.P. the Jack. Gave you niggas my swag, time to get it back.
Backwoods, please. Don't give me no swisher. Hyphy off the hand. But we don't need no liquor. Still throwing up the tea. You don't see those pictures.
I would like to welcome y'all in to Random Thoughts with your host, Paper Game Chuck. This is where I give out free game, where I discuss hot and trendy topics, hood politics, government politics, sports, entertainment, and anything that run across this big head of mine, because this motherfucker is big. But today, I'm going to be discussing, how can I say it? Like, if not for you, do it for your kids. And when I say that, I'm really getting into this because I just had my first grandbaby, Charles the Fifth, you know what I'm saying, C5. That's what we call him. I call him my G-Die. And we were all, excuse me. When we were younger, well, at least myself, I'm going to use myself. And I know a lot of people around my age thought like this. When we were young, when we got older and we decided to have kids, or we had kids, we always told ourselves, we go do more for our kids than what was done for us, or we was go do what's best for our kids. And that was by buying them more things, let them have a better life than us. That was the whole point. When we had kids, we would put ourselves in position so our kids can have a better life than us. And that was our way of thinking when we were growing up. And a lot of us did that, and a lot of us turned that into pacifying them. A lot of us turned that into spoiling them, and all those type of things. And you know what I'm saying? We felt our kids needed that and deserved that because based on the life that we lived, and we wanted a much better life than us. And in a lot of cases, that did more harm for them than good, because spoiling them and then look how they turned out. Not saying that they're bad kids, but we were thinking about superficial things, about material things, when we should have been thinking about building up their character and putting morals and values and principles in them. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that you didn't, but it's a little harder when you spoiling them and giving them these material things and allowing them to look forward to the material things. Like I'm gonna be jumping from here to there. Like I'm no longer a religious person, and I know y'all go like. Nah, I'm spiritual, but I'm no longer a religious person because my research and my journey where I've been in my life got me to that. You know what I'm saying? I was raised as a Baptist with my grandmother because that's what she instilled in me. I went to a Catholic school from kindergarten to 7th grade. Then when I went to prison for a while, I studied under the NOI, Nation of Islam, FOI. I even studied under the Moors, about Noble Drew Ali, even Pan-Africanism with some Marcus Garvey. Like, I read the Torah, studied Judaism, really didn't get into Buddhism, but I read a little bit about it. So me having all these knowledge on all these things, I wanted to know where it came from. So I dug a little deeper and started researching. I brought all that up to say, you know what I'm saying, I went on my journey. You know what I'm saying? I went on my journey and I found out a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about to talk down on no one's religion or where nobody stand with their belief in religion, because I know that's a touchy topic. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying why I'm to where the point I am in my life. You know what I'm saying? I've been through a lot. You know what I'm saying? I learned how to meditate. Well, I'm still learning how to meditate. I'm meditating. I'm figuring things out for myself and what's best for me. But I brought all that up because I'm gonna stay on the topic, if not for you, for your children. But I wanted to bring all that up so y'all can know my stance on religion, and I will be using a lot of religion to relate to it, because there's a lot of parables and things in there that relates to to our function, our way of life, and it's good for us. I ain't saying it's bad, but I'm understanding the esoteric meaning of them, of the Bible, of the Quran, of and I dig a little deeper, and I hope y'all do. I hope y'all just don't let people tell y'all how to believe it and break it down for you, because they can easily spin their narrative when using religion. Some people have good intent and some people have bad intent. All right, I brought all that up because I was saying about us doing things for our kids, material, you know what I'm saying? And that made them grow up into a material world, you know what I'm saying? And thinking material things is what it's about. And when I just say material, I'm not just talking about cars, money, and jewelry. I'm also talking about job and having a degree and being something in this world. You know what I'm saying? If you are a religious person, if you're a Christian like most of you are, you know what I'm saying, or even Muslim, we know that this world is considered the devil's world. So any success and any material gain that you get into it is not of God. If you believe in God or Allah, it's of the devil. You know what I'm saying? So why are we forcing this on our kids to be successful in this devil's world? You know what I'm saying? Like when Jesus was on his ministry and the devil took him on top of the mountains and asked him, told him or asked him, I can give you all this that you see. All you gotta do is bow down to me. How can he give you anything if it's not his? You know what I'm saying? Even Jesus said it's the Saints' world. So I say that to say this. If we start to understand that, why would we set our kids up to even function in a world like this? We got to unplug our kids out the matrix. We couldn't do it because we didn't understand it. But now that we understanding it, we got to unplug our kids out the matrix. No longer let them listen to the rap music, watch the music videos, indulge in sports, because all that stuff is superficial. Success on this world means you're not figuring out who you are. You're not trying to know thyself. Cause all that stuff, job, entertainment, sports, that's all stuff to keep you distracted from knowing yourself and figuring out your purpose and trying to reach the higher you. All this material stuff, this is the devil's playground. This is low vibrational things. All this stuff, that good job you got, that college, that PhD you got, the thousands, the millions of dollars in your bank account. That's all material, superficial. That shit ain't gonna matter at the end of the day. If there is a God and there is a judgment day, you think God gonna give a fuck about your PhD? You think God gonna give a fuck about the millions of dollars that you left to your kids? You think God gonna give a fuck about the corporation? That only matters here. And if you think this is it, I mean, so be it. And then if you don't care, so be it. It's your life. You can live how you want to. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to tell nobody to live no type of way. I'm just giving my opinion on it. If you think this is it, then you can't be a religious person. And if you're not a religious person, I understand. If you're spiritual, you really should know that this world right here is only temporary. You know what I'm saying? So why are we living like you only live once? You see all the mottos they put out there so you can just stay focused in this world, stay locked in the matrix. They want you just to stay locked in the matrix. They work your ass from soon as you wake up till you go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? They want you in school. They want you at work. They want you doing everything but focusing on yourself. Then when you do got free time, they entertain you. They give you sports. They give you reality TV. They give you music. All this stuff is low vibrational. Ain't none of this stuff telling you to go look in the mirror, go meditate, go dig within. Even religion, even at church, that's theater. The churches is lying to us. The mosques is lying to us. Everything to keep us away from ourselves and getting to know ourselves. and our purpose. You think our purpose is to get up and go to work every motherfucking day? You think our purpose is to get up and go to school and don't learn about yourself? To get a motherfucking degree, a PhD, and some bullshit? So, at the end of our time, when it's time for us to transcend and go to a different realm or higher or heaven or whatever you want to call it, if there is somebody at that gate, do y'all think he gonna be like, okay, or she gonna be like, run down your resume, let me see your work resume, let me see your life resume? And when she look at or he look at your resume, be like, oh, you own a Fortune 5 corporation. You left your kids this, your kids wooty woo woo. No, that's not gonna get you through. If that is how I go. Because it says it in your scriptures. It says it in the Bible. What'd he say? It'll be easier for a donkey to get through a eye of a needle than for a rich man to get to heaven. Right? So why are we chasing riches? If you religious. And if you just spiritual or whatever, you know what I'm saying, you should know. I understand we too caught up, my generation and a lot of older people, we too caught up. They got us hook, line, and sinker in the matrix. And in order to function, we got to do cover things. But if not us, the kids, my grandbaby, I'm going to try to keep him unplugged. I'm going to give him the truth, the esoteric truth of why we here. And it's not to be successful in this world. It's not to be successful in this world. Because this is a low vibrational, material world. And once you get to learn yourself and who you are, you know that we are much more than material. We are much more than this physical matter. We are energy, light beings that's being distracted by the powers that be. Because for whatever reason, they need us down here to use our energy so they can do whatever the fuck it is they doing. And I'll get into all that on another show. But there are powers that be. It says that in your scripture. Our fight is not with the physical. It's with principalities and things you can't see. It says that in your scriptures. And that's real. So, if you can't save yourself, save your kids. And that starts by unplugging them from this matrix. Don't let them be distracted with this bullshit ass music that's teaching them to kill themselves and destroy themselves. Don't let them listen to YouTube and watch these cartoons that's not doing nothing for them but distracting them. Don't try to make them be football players, basketball players. Unplug them from this matrix. Why are we trying to win in this matrix? Why? This is the devil's world. We here for a purpose. Let's figure out that purpose and know ourselves so we can ascend. So we can get up out of here. Our mission is to come and get up out of here. Learn whatever lesson it is for us to learn and get up out of here. Not to succeed in this matrix. They run it. Low vibrational means run this matrix. It's simple as that. So if you really love your kids, your grandkids, unplug them. Don't force them to be governed by the devil. Because these governments is the devil. They're God and the devil. They're the God of this world, which is the devil. All these governments, all these institutions, all these corporations, They're here to govern you, to watch over you, that all-seeing eye. That's them. And you're running us right into it. I didn't know no better, so I did it myself. Until I had to dig deep and gain some knowledge, which they try to keep from you. In secret societies and the cults, they know the truth, but they ain't gonna give it to us. That's why they got occults and secret societies and the Illuminati. We think that that's devil worshiping when really it's just knowledge in there. Enlightenment. They know who we are. They know who they are, but they keep it a secret. They put it in texts and like the Bible and the Quran, but you got to be able to decipher it. They put it in movies, cartoons. They put it in a lot of stuff, the truth. Because for whatever reason, the universal law is they got to give us the truth, you know what I'm saying, so we can decide for ourselves if we want it or not. Just like when the devil took Jesus to the mountaintop and we gave him a choice. So we have a choice, but we choose in the material world because we so caught up in it and we love it. We love the feelings and the emotions that come with this world because they got us distracted. And we can't save ourselves, but we can save the next generation because they don't know no better. They're innocent. Kids are beautiful and innocent until we give them a bite of the apple. But if we go give them a bite of the apple, let's give them the full knowledge. The full knowledge. Let's give them a piece of it. Let them eat the whole apple, not just a bite. Give them the whole knowledge of what our purpose is. So if we do want to win, we can win. Or they can win. If not for you, do it for your kids. Do it for your grandkids. Unplug them. Don't let them get caught up in this matrix. You think they educating you to be on top of them? For you could take over? You think you got a chance of ruling in this world? You can, but you're going to be the devil's worker. I don't give a fuck who you are. If you're successful in this world, you working with the God of this world. Period, point blank. And some of y'all don't care. I get that. But if not for you, do it for your kids. For this next generation. That's all I'm asking. Don't indoctrinate the kids with this bullshit. Once you figure out that this bullshit. Because again, the God that you love or the God that you claim to love and worship, if you believe in God or Allah or Yahweh or whatever or whoever, however you say your God name, do you think his plan for you is to be governed? Do you think his plan for you is to be a slave? To have a job and spend 8 hours a day, come home and be entertained and have no time for yourself? Your whole life just to retire at what, 65? So the first 65 years of your life supposed to go to all the government, first go to the school, then go to your job, and no time for yourself to figure yourself out and know your purpose? No, that's not what God wants for you. That's not what the source wants for you. But we lack of knowledge. My people lack knowledge. My people don't seek knowledge. We rather go listen to the new rap music, watch the new reality TV, watch LeBron James and the football games. I'm guilty. I'm not innocent of it. I'm guilty, just as guilty as y'all. But if not for me, for my kids and my grandkids, they gonna know better. Cause I'm gonna try to teach them. I'm gonna try to unplug them out the matrix. Don't even get involved in this shit. Cause this is not what it's about, my people. None of this shit. This whole theatrics that they got going on, is to keep us distracted from knowing ourselves and getting real knowledge. Go seek knowledge and figure this out. That's how we win, if we trying to win. But if you want to just be successful in this world, in the devil's world, in the God of this world, which is the devil, Satan, whatever you want to call it, low vibrational, well, keep doing it. But if not for you, do it for your kids. Because you know the truth. And I know you feeling this. For my people that listen to me, I know you feeling this. You wasn't meant to be a motherfucking worker your whole life, go to school, work, and get a good job just to die and leave that material shit. Name a motherfucker that's taking that shit with him. Oh, you gonna say, I'm leaving it for my kids. Okay, that's cool. But what that's gonna do? What that's gonna do for you? When it's time for you to go meet your maker. You think that shit gonna matter? You think they created this shit so you could just work, go to school, then work? Nah. So, man, that's my little random thought for the day, man. That's what I'm on today. If not for you, do it for your kids, man. Thank y'all for listening. I appreciate y'all. Peace and love to the gods and goddesses. Man, leave your comments in the comments. Like, share, subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. You know what I'm saying? We can have a healthy debate. You know, peace and love to the high vibrationals. I know the low vibrational people will go come in there too. Do as you please. It doesn't bother me. You know what I'm saying? If I want to respond, I respond. If I don't, I don't. Man, I love y'all. Peace and love to the gods and goddesses. Until next time, is out. Hey, 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 hey.
Hyphy ain't dead, them suckers just scared. Still stupid, just